Time to press ahead.
There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
My faith protects me. Quiet as a mouse. No time to dally.
A parasite, brimming with magic. Take it.
This way.
Can't give up now. At the ready.
Vertical incision from pineal eye to end of notochord. Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. Do you have a question? Or are you just going to stand there gawking?
I am a child of Gith, not discarded rat flesh. Am I not due your respect?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Let the istic with you speak. And I will decide what respect you're owed. Lae'zel, is it? Fine. And be quick. My work is of vital import.
We carry Gith tadpoles and have done so for countless days, yet we show no symptoms. We must enter the Zaithsk.
You are infected, but showing no signs of cerebral impairment. Fascinating. Either your tadpole is special, or you are. We must find out which. Go to the Zaithsk. I will ensure you are cured. It will relieve you of the specimen lodged in your cerebral cortex. What else? It will be worth it, I assure you. Even Githyanki rarely experiences Aethys. You are very lucky, Istik.
The device is strange, made of taut flesh and pockmarked metal. It waits for something.
The Zaithsk. Vlaakith's purity distilled. My duty. My right.
The device is an ingenious synthesis of illithid anatomy and metal alloys. It hums with psionic energy, hinting at paths into unknown minds and unseen planes.
Stand aside! My time has come. I will not. I gave you my might. You will respect my charge. You walk the line between confident and arrogant. A beguiling turn of events. Go on, into the Zaithisk. I will follow.
The Zaithisk. This unnatural device offers your best chance of purification. You feel your parasite stir.
Do not fear. My experience in operating this machine is unparalleled. There is nothing on any plane stronger than a Zaithisk for curing unwanted afflictions.
Your body grows cold, its warmth sapped by the cold metal seat. The machine awakens.
You must focus on the parasite at all times. The Zaithisk will do the rest.
Layers of magic weave themselves tightly around your head. The tadpole squirms and contracts. It's trying to hide. The device possesses immense but unfocused power. If you fail to direct it towards the tadpole, your faculties could face permanent harm. Your skull groans and bends under the pressure. Then, agony. Through waves of torment, you search for the parasite's lurking presence. The device searches too. You sense its hunger, its craving. It wants the tadpole, but maybe something more.
That's it. Ignore the pain. Think of the tadpole. Think of it purged.
This torment. You must persist. You must be cleansed.
The parasite burrows deeper, sinking its teeth into your brain's exposed tissue. It sucks greedily. You feel yourself ebbing away, while the parasite only grows stronger. It's evolving.
Never fails.
The device yearns for the creature, for every part of you tainted by its presence. You will be consumed. The tadpole quivers. A different magic is building within it. This one is ancient. Rotten.
No. No more!
Into the tadpole's putrid magic. Its strength multiplied. It unleashes on the machine. The two forces fuse violently together, your brain their conduit. Your body and mind drift apart. You are being undone.
Enough!
The room swims back into focus. Your mind is intact, yet unfamiliar. Inside it, the tadpole lives on, and you feel different.
No! No! The Zaithisk! What have you done? My life's work gone. And yet you live. And so does your parasite.
Her voice cuts with a fanatical edge, an obsession bordering on mania. If there's a chance the parasite lives, she wants it.
The Zaithisk must have damaged you when it was destroyed. Frustrating. I should have liked to have found out what happened. But I have no use for gibbering idiots. Leave me.
No! I followed the protocol! I must be cleansed!
Incredible. Your parasite is even stronger now.
Skvar! The Zaithisk. It might have killed you. I felt your torment. Someone must have tampered with it. An aberrance I can't begin to comprehend. There must be a Sharlak in this creche. A traitor. The sort that is hunted, slaughtered, and erased from our histories. Few would dare dishonor their queen. Fewer still would be so brazen. Now hurry. We must go to the Charai and inform him of the Zaithisk's tampering.
So, the Githyanki have no cure for our condition. Unless you count death as a cure. I won't pretend to be surprised.
The menacing Githyanki machine and its jagged pincers held no cure at all. Who could have thought?
Maybe things will be better when the Chikrai leaves.
So long as he leaves with what
Wits
he
and
came
blades, always sharp.
They should have let me interrogate those cultists. I'd have...
Best be on my way.
Not the resounding success we were hoping for. Still, the price of ambition is occasionally catastrophic failure. At least our skulls remain intact. She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Just what I need.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something? We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes. Very serious of you, but go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Oakfather's blessings to you. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Cleric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. Perhaps, but we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
I'm not surprised that the Gith's insane device didn't remove our tadpoles. I'm just disappointed.
Well met.
Hey, soldier, well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine is getting worse. Feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed. I'm sure we will. But, in case we don't, a bit of advice. You leave your left flank wide open. If I'm ever not around to cover it, you may find yourself on the wrong side of a goblin spear one of these days. Ah, another dead end. If the tadpole doesn't kill us, trying to cure it just might. The year, 10 air. The place, a sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-knee delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today.
Let's get on with it.
Sharp as ever.
Action, not reaction.
Still breathing, despite everything. How much farther can I go?
This vessel is at thy disposal.
But the vessel only stares blankly. You'll need to make room in...
This soul...
I've got a long road ahead.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
No one back home will ever believe this.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
But the vessel only stares black.
This soul...
Can't give up now. At least things have stayed interesting. On my way.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. Not him, no. A gang of thugs attacked me, angry about a ruling that I'd handed down as magistrate. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be. He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse. Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all? Perhaps if you lost a follower or two, I prefer to travel in smaller groups. Well, in that case, keep your distance, darling.
No one back home will ever believe this. Don't waste a step. Always at your side.
How can I help? Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need magical. Charmed, I'm sure. Yes.
No one's stopped me yet. Never wanted the easy path. A private word would be nice.
What's on your mind? Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join. Come on, let's go!
Let's get going. Should mind my step.
To the Inquisitor at the Creche. The Sathisk's failure must be reported. Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Go on then. Make space, and my might is yours. Ready for battle.
No time to dally.
A hero at heart.
Oh, action, not reaction.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Blood hurts. Look, cut.
the wound closes, the cub begins testing his weight on the leg.
Good. No hurt. Teeth. Claws. Bigger. Strong. Fight. Win. Kill? No. Strong. Show you.
The little beast's quite charming once you get accustomed to the smell of rotting flesh.
Moving in.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend. Ooh, more. Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin cat smells like goblins. Yes, fun. Ooh, more.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I must keep going.
Looking ahead. What to do? Can't slow down.
Dawnmaster Seed. The monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels. Dawnmaster Vasaid wielding...
Light on my feet. Something's on my mind.
That's right.
Back for more? Remember, clean items only.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I've got a long road ahead. Never wanted the easy path.
I'm not here. Speak to the captain. Let's see how well she handles this.
An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The Istik is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
Don't tell her anything. He speaks the truth, Kithrak.
A Sharlak? Among us? Whom would you accuse? The Jesh still Kithrak? A strong accusation from the mouth of an Istik. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zalaflakith. Give it to me!
No. No!
Yes. There it is. Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot? You are forbidden to leave. Report to the Inquisitor at once. Deliver the Prism. Do not try to leave, or it will be your death. The Inquisitor awaits. Follow the corridor.
This place is even more foreboding than the rest of the Creche.
Agreed. The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Do you think this Inquisitor person is really going to help us?
It's never been that simple before. I don't know why it would be now. Something good here, I hope. I bet that'll fit in my pack. first to put my hands on everything.
You have something I have the knowledge you need. Vlaakith's power is endless. Her patience is not. Approach. I won't ask again. My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Gith slave vessel.
Right. Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Gith ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
Some of your species say knowledge is power. They are wrong. Knowledge is everything. We took an interest in you when you became involved with this absolute cult. A pestilence of infected slaves, the first symptom of the Grand Design in action. But you are lucky. That weapon you carry is the solution. I have heard it from Queen Vlaakith herself. Hand it over. The Grand Design is what all Gith seek. The restoration of the Illithid Empire, which spanned the entirety of the multiverse. For centuries, their elder brains sought to bring back their dominion. Every plot they hatched, we stopped. But now they are close to succeeding. Never before could they pause ceremorphosis. Never before could they let the infections spread undetected. You saw the thralls gathered on the Gith ship. Imagine that everywhere. Wants, needs, choice. All would cease to be. Everything rendered unto the Gith. So, the weapon. Please.
Don't give it to him. No.
So it is found.
Vlaakith Gorg Shkathzai.
My queen. Shkathzai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child. My Lae'zel.
Chma Zala Vlaakith. You know me.
Our Lord of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Achaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Istik, you bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief? An unexpected servant. Your will is strong. Your kind will go far for glory, as you have shown by being here. Extend your fealty one step further, and you will be rewarded beyond your mortal reckoning. That weapon you carry, the astral prism, it is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the Astral Prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse, and you will know my fury.
You are being lied to. I will be obeyed!
Skvar! Do not defy my queen!
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. Wargas, they are not to leave until it is done.
As you say, my queen.
Shma Zalav Lakith. We will not waste a second. Lakith has spoken. Do not leave this room except to enter the prism. Turn your back on me, and you will feel my blade against it.
must be on my way.
What's next?
No time to rest. At the ready. Seems simple enough. Is this it? Seems a little underwhelming for a holy relic.
Lathander bids the setting sun a fond farewell. Lathander blesses the rising, bountiful sun. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
Sharp as ever.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
What's next, I wonder?
Let's get going.
Indolence breeds madness.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
I'm ready.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
No one back home will ever believe this.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
Indolence breeds madness.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
Is this it? Seems a little underwhelming for a holy relic. I'll give it a shot. Statues reveal the hidden door. Curious. What path lies before me? Should mind my step.
No time to waste.
looking ahead.